Father, I'm so bored of traveling. When will we finally reach Sephiroth?
Well, we still have some ways to go along this road until we get to the main trade route.
I see. May I ride ahead and see if there's anything unexpected waiting us?
Well, go if you must, but not too far. Your mother will kill me if anything happens to you.
Greetings, mortals. I am the Fallen Shogun, and we are back with another Who's That Indie. Today's indie should have been done a little while ago, but I have not been well, so the channel suffered a little bit. But we are here with Ancestors Legacy, Saladin's Conquest. So Ancestors Legacy has been around for a while. It's like a squad game where you build up squads of medieval soldiers, usually of Vikings and so on, and you go out and conquer the British and also the other factions. Now we are Saladin during the age of the Crusaders, so it's a different story entirely, different factions and different units. I played the first mission, but I thought I'd show it to you so you get a feel of the new story campaign.
Come on, you did the right thing. Tensions in Tiberias are getting high. It's time for us to get out of here. Ooh, I'm sure someone will arrive soon who will be happy to share some supplies with us.
Oh no. I must warn the others. Stop! Stop! There are bandits ahead, and they've hidden in the bushes. They will attack us as soon as they see our caravans.
By the Prophet! How many are there?
I didn't get the exact count, but surely about 10.
We're too far from the city to turn back. There is no other way forward. We'll have to sneak up on them and teach them a lesson. Lead the way, my son.
So
their camp is surrounded by bushes. If we use them as cover, we should have a chance to surprise them.
So before we start, so that's a 3-man squad, okay. The game, for those who don't know, it's the squads are up to 10 people. You can have cavalry, you can have archers, you can have siege weapons, and you're meant to conquer enemy villages. Obviously there's a campaign with the Vikings and so on, but there's also multiplayer where you conquer villages, use them to build new troops, and obviously each squad has different abilities, like infantry are good against archers, archers are good against spearmen and cavalry, cavalry are very good against obviously infantry and archers, and stuff like that. So it's a really good rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock going on. But you also have nighttime mode, you also have cover, stuff like that. So if you hit people and they don't know you're there, you get a bonus charge. So if you actually look at the squads, yellow, orange and red is badly injured. Green is obviously healthy. And obviously these are meant to have more troops in these squads. These squads aren't fully equipped. But you can retreat and your troops will literally run away from battle. So you can actually try and heal them. But you can only recruit new soldiers at your villages.
We did it. Curses. I left the military to become a merchant to avoid these kinds of situations.
Yes, we did it.
Let's head back to the caravans. We have to step up the pace.
So your infantry can heal themselves in camps, but you can't move, attack or defend. And obviously your cavalry has to go back to heal at the villages. But the game has a lot of stuff. Like nighttime, your troops have very limited visibility unless they put on torches. And if they have torches, they can be seen quite well by the enemy. Obviously, if you're inside cover, you can only be seen by other troops in the cover.
One of these bandits said something about high tensions in the neighborhood. What was he talking about?
Don't pretend you haven't heard what people are saying. Apparently, Saladin gathers his forces near Tel Ashtara, and Jerusalem doesn't remain idle. The Crusader Knights flow from their cities and fortresses, and are setting off to join forces with King Guy the Lusignan.
It seems like these thugs were right. It's getting dangerous around here.
Who knows? Things may turn violent very soon. Though with the help of Allah, we will be far away when it happens. Now watch your feet, son. The ground is unstable.
Look, brothers! Reino de Chatillon was right! There are still infidels wandering this trail! Follow me! Kill the pagans! In the name of God! Deus
Run, Yusuf! So, the story is actually a lot darker. An awful lot darker than the original one, which involved Vikings murdering people. This is the beginning of the Great Crusade, when Saladin fights back and retakes Jerusalem.
Our scouts were right. These are pilgrims of the false god on their way to Nazareth.
Saladin, these are unarmed people. Maybe if you show them mercy.
No, Gukbori. There is a fine line between mercy and weakness. I've been merciful many times already, even as Renal de Chatillon continues to break our truce. My mercy has come to an end. These Christians are responsible for the deaths of our brothers and sisters. Abdullah, you know what to do. We will meet by the dead tree on the plain when you are done.
Yes, Saladin! Riders, follow me! It's time for revenge! In the name of Allah!
Yeah.
Slaughter! Kill!
So the start of the campaign literally starts with your caravan being wiped out by Crusaders, and then you in retaliation wiping out Pilgrims. So the game is a lot darker. It still plays the same way. A sec. There we go. Still plays the same way, you still build your troops the same way. Cavalry's still powerful on the offensive. Cavalry archers are still devastatingly overpowered. You still rebuild villages, you still...
Look!
Oh.
Brothers! There are more of them! Get them! Death to the infidels!
You still build the same way, you still take villages the same way, you still have the same types of troops. There's no change to the mechanics of the game. That's why I'm going in straight for the story, 'cause that's where you're going to find the real meat.
Oh no! The Muslims are coming! Run for your lives!
Look at that! They did nothing, yet they're gone. For the first one, even though you wiped out villages, you weren't wiping out soldiers. This one, you literally destroy a lot of civilians to start off with.
Be an omen of triumph for the one and only true God. Allahu Akbar!
So how it works in the campaign, for those who haven't watched the first game or played the first game, the map slowly opens up more and more. Like there's chapters, there's 5 chapters of Saladin's story. And this is the first one, which is actually going to take longer than this video to do. So I'm going to show you as much as I can.
Attacking us was a fatal mistake.
Who was that?
We ran into a small local militia unit. Nothing major. So, how was it dealing with the matter?
Splendid. While we're waiting for Saladin to arrive, would you mind having a look at the wounds of my riders?
Yeah, sure.
So you can already feel the tension amongst the two squads. Like, one doesn't want to kill the innocent, the other one's quite happy doing it.
Ah, you are here. Good. We did what we had to do. But now, we must focus on what lies ahead of us. As soon as Guy de Lusignan hears we are besieging Tiberias, he will send the army of Jerusalem via Sepphoris. We need to prepare.
There are several water sources in the area, which the infidels' army could use. We will destroy them, and the desert sun will do the rest.
The wells are defended by the Crusaders' garrisons, but this is nothing my riders can't handle.
Good. Take care of it. These are all the forces I can spare, so you'll have to make do. I must set off to keep an eye on the march of our main forces.
Consider it done, Saladin. May the wisdom of the Prophet guide us.
So as you can see, with drag and drop, you move things around. But yeah, the gameplay is exactly the same as the first game. There are squads, you can repair them, you can heal them. You build them from villages. You capture villages by burning them down. You can burn down buildings.
The village first. It will be easier to progress further and
Kill them all.
replenish our troops.
There we go. Cavalry charge is still devastating. It burned down the watchtower.
Fast as lightning!
But yeah, to destroy buildings, you have to burn them down, which is what the red bar is. If it gets to the end, it starts burning. If it doesn't get to the end, it doesn't start burning, it doesn't take damage. There we go. To capture villages, you have to burn them down too. But if you can't capture a village, you can just burn down all their buildings and flee. There we go, burn it. There we go, as you can see, the villagers panic. So the villagers, you build them, they come with the villages. Oh, we need to burn down the well, yes. So you can kill the villagers, or you capture them and make them yours.
Very well. This is a safe place for us to regroup if we have to retreat.
And as you can see, I'm replenishing. So replenishing your troops, for this I require 15 wood and 5 iron. But to just do it, what you do is you click iron ore. So this is recruit
Why is
peasants.
Saladin so sure the infidels will move their lazy asses from their comfortable beds?
We have not laid siege to Tiberias without reason. The Count of Tripoli's wife is in the citadel, and the Count has a hearing at the king's table. Saladin is confident that the hot-blooded Christians will take the bait, so we can fight them on our own terms.
I think we're wasting our time here, riding back and forth in the desert like fools. We should just attack the filthy infidels.
Do you question the abilities of Saladin?
All I am saying is that the Almighty God is never wrong.
Right! Slaughter them!
Kill.
They don't stand a chance.
So obviously you have hero units. Oh, that wipes them out. Pull you back so you don't lose them. So I can just run them away like I'm going to, and they will move at speed away from battle to the nearest safe place. They won't go all the way, but they will go there. Or at least stop halfway through. Just pull you back too, like that, nice and simple. There we go. Hit them. So if you fire your archers at your troops engaged in battle, you will take friendly fire. But it depends entirely on how well you want to do it. Like, your troops won't actively engage troops. So you have to tell them to do it. Which obviously is a bad thing if you don't want to, kill off your own peasants. You can also upgrade your troops so they get experience to make you offensive. And on the campaigns, there's stuff you can pick up like armor and weaponry. So you can upgrade your troops. But if you find the things on the map, you can just do it that way. Right, let's grab that. Let's make you more powerful. Heavier armor makes them slower. There we are. Royal armor. Bring them back down to here. Well, yeah, you need resources to make troops. In the actual game, you'd need actual population, which requires more villages and so on. Uh-oh.
The enemy is on the move. The infidels are marching as if the devil himself was chasing them. They want to reach Tiberias before dark.
Do you have anything to say, Abdullah al-Mohammadi?
Nothing that is intended for you to hear, Gokbori.
There we are. But yeah, let's do that. So the mid-campaign obviously has a lot of twists and turns. Like, obviously multiplayer, it's just wipe out enemy villages, take them for yourself, build more troops. But the campaign has a lot of twists and turns. Like in this one, you kill a lot of innocent people. An awful lot of innocent people. And it's only mission 1. Okay, let's pull back. There's no way around, I have to full on charge them. So cavalry archers are powerful because they can shoot and move, which is a bit of a problem. Because you can do this.
Inshallah!
You can just do that and charge. So cavalry archers are still insanely powerful.
Always sharp.
Unless they charge headlong into something. There we go. Pull them back. Let's make you do that. Let's have you. Accuracy and retreat. As you can see, I wiped them. There you go, there you go. So don't run all the way back. But yeah, the campaign is a lot darker. There's obviously difference in troops. Like, Saladin had a lot more light infantry, and obviously the Crusaders were very heavily armoured troops. There we go, pull back. But yeah, cavalry archers are still insanely powerful. I mean, look at this. See, I'm just messing about, as it were, and I'm still doing lots of damage.
I'm going!
So yeah, in the first, before the DLC, cavalry archers were a major combat unit. Like, you could use them to shoot the enemy and keep on moving. Like, even spearmen couldn't really fight them, because spearmen, while, got spears, they don't have shields. So spearmen kind of melted.
Yes! No mercy!
But yeah, the enemy is entirely heavy armour, so if you get enough cavalry archers, you can actually do some serious damage. Gone.
Yalla, yalla!
Wipe it.
Slaughter them!
Take that. There we go. But yeah, what you do is obviously you build up, you rearm, you reload, and you keep on going. But the story is a lot darker, and I actually quite like it.
I can't wait to see the infidels dying of thirst
'Cause I don't-
in the rays of the hot sun.
Oof. Very dark.
Look, the Christians sent a scouting patrol ahead of their army. We should wipe them out.
Calm down. Our task is to get rid of the water sources in this region. We must stay focused.
Your cowardice clouds your judgment, Cockbury. If we do not deal with them now, they may return with greater strength.
I wonder why your tongue is so dull in the presence of Saladin.
So you're healing up, do that. So to get some more troops, we're going to go and wipe them out.
I'm done waiting!
But yeah, there's optional side quests. Like, there isn't too much, like I say, there's not much difference at all between this version and the original version before the DLC expansion. The only difference really being the news story and obviously the actual units themselves. But it's just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Move there!
Together as one! This way!
Yes! I'm going!
There we go. As you can see, we're pissing them off. There we are. That's the thing about cavalry archers. Look, we're literally killing them and they can't even touch us. And because there's no such thing as ammo or anything, you can do some serious damage. And there's also morale, so the troops start fighting weaker if they're outnumbered, they're taking heavy losses, stuff like that. But now they have no actual, you know... Now they have no way of catching me. Let's do this. And there we are. And they can of course raise shields. What that really does is make them take a few more hits before they die. Okay. Pick off the easier to kill ones.
Faster!
There we go. But yeah, there's not too much has changed again. I keep saying it, but I just want you to know there isn't too much. There we are. Perfect.
Let's go!
But I do find the campaign, ironically, more engaging.
Death to the enemies of the land!
Cockbury!
Not quite sure why, but I do. Okay, let's send you, and you this way. Obviously, I've already played this bit earlier just to make sure it works. We'll wipe out the final camp and we get to the more deathy part of the game, I guess. Oops, too high up.
Time is precious.
Actually, no, it's fine.
Move there!
Because the spearmen are going to be a major problem. So we're going to use these guys to hit there. You and you are going to hit them. And then you're going to charge into them. And these guys are going to hit into those from the rear. There we go. Perfect. We're going to take some casualties, that's fine. I notice the enemy is a bit more dead than me. There we are. But yeah, there's a lot. Even though this game was very dark, there's much more darker undertones. Like, the initial bit actually surprised me. I was expecting them to survive somehow or become a general in a few years' time, not immediately get murdered. It's actually quite refreshing having something bad happen to make you feel it, as opposed to just pretending. So this is a wood camp. There's only wood resources here. So we get the wood down.
But this village will be a good strategic point. Cockbury!
There we go. Everyone repair and heal.
All the wells have been destroyed. The desert is now on our side.
So now I've got resources
We
pouring
need to
in.
send word to Saladin.
There we are. Okay, let's go see Saladin. And there you go, we now own the two villages. So, in the main multiplayer version, you'd have a primary village which has a huge amount of upgrade buildings. You can build different troops. And each and every other village, like A, B, C, D, are static settlements, where each one has a certain resource. Like this one, you can see it has a forest. Now, if you don't hit the main camp because it's too heavily defended, because I built watchtowers, you could just kill all the villagers at the woodcutting place.
Saladin, we were just about to send a messenger.
We have to act fast. The Crusaders have rolled up their camp and are marching towards
So
Tiberias.
let's skip this.
They will be here any minute. Have you destroyed all the wells?
So, he wants us to set up a camp, set up an ambush because the Crusader army is coming, and we've been told not.
What do you know about the enemy's army? What is their marching formation?
The Count of Tripoli leads the vanguard. King Guy commands the centre, and Balin Diblin follows with the rearguard. They are marching in a column. Knights in the middle, surrounded by infantry.
We must avoid their knights. They are too dangerous. We only have to tire the Christians and slow them down.
There we
Not
are.
fight the whole
Look
army.
at that, you can see vision from different angles, so height is a major one. Actually having height over something means you can see them and devastate them, so there's a lot about positioning in this game. A lot of positioning. But yeah, the story is just, they're coming.
It's just their vanguard of poorly armoured infantry.
Wound as many enemy soldiers as possible. The injured ones will cause chaos, and surely their ranks will crumble.
Enemies ahead! Scheiße! Saracens! They will shoot us down like animals!
Shut the fuck up, you goat fucker! We can't reach them yet! Hold formation for fuck's sake!
So they're very friendly people. So I don't really have to kill them, I just have to injure them. But obviously killing them is better for me.
Shoot infidels down! Fly like a wind! Archers!
There we go, kill them all. But you don't have to kill them.
Slay these pagans!
There we go.
Good! The cowards are fleeing! We have a moment to catch our breath and regroup!
The Crusader Knights will be here any moment. They have tougher armour and higher morale than this rabble.
Worry not. We won't have to kill them. We will wound as many as possible, and their injuries will slow down the others. We have until dusk.
So yeah, what we have to do now is kill as many as I can. Or wound, your choice, I like killing. And what we're going to do is murder them all and kill on. So yeah, we're literally killing hundreds of soldiers in one go. And later on we get to kill people trying to flee home. So it's very dark. Very, very dark. There we are. Okay, kill them. Don't let them shoot at me. There we are.
God almighty, those damn archers! We must reach Tiberias as soon as possible to break the siege! Hold formation! Stay together! Forward!
So yeah, the enemy doesn't really try and attack you unless they get close enough. So you can actually just retreat from here. But you are trying to kill as many as possible. Like the knights are your only real major concern. There isn't too many in the way of archers.
Shields up!
But look at this.
Forward!
It just feels dark. Don't know why. Like you've killed lots of troops in the earlier full version of the game. Like the DLC expansion. Really just feels more grim. Which is ironic because, you know, when you find the Vikings, you're killing people defending their homes.
Wound as many of their troops as possible. We don't need to kill all of them. Keep attacking the groups that are still fresh.
Yep, will do.
Always ready.
Pick off the archers. But yeah, we're going to go here.
No mercy.
Okay, this squad's going to pull back to here. The squad's going to retreat to here. Retreat, 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 retreat. There we go. But there we go, we've retreated and we're fine.
Move there!
We're going to retreat, going to heal up, going to keep shooting. As you can see, the enemy don't really do much. And cavalry archers are insanely overpowered. Look at this. Just peppering them as we move. Okay, you guys healing up? Let's get that going. There we are. Anyway, this has been Saladin's Conquest. I do find it better than the Viking campaigns. I don't know why. I really do. And I do think it's because of the dark overtones of the game being shown, like much more dark overtones. I've been playing too many nice games lately. I like the fact that, you know, evil on both sides is portrayed as opposed to just, oh, the evil Saracens, oh, the evil Crusaders. Both sides are mass murdering the enemy for their own reasons.
So hot. I'd give up a whole month's pay for a sip of cold water.
There we go. But yeah, we're just picking them up. Anyway, we'll have to leave it here. I've been the Fallen Shown, so the first impression. I do recommend getting this if you have played the first base part of the game. I'm just saying the first game. It's not a sequel, it's an expansion.
We have to wait for the troops behind us to catch up.
What?
There we go. So it's definitely out now.
Those dumb archers are massacring us.
Shut your mouth, peasant! We have orders to wait for the rest of the vanguard forces. They and the rest of the army are also under fire.
Look, Murray, look! The next section of the Christian forces is approaching.
That's good! We
There
should
we go.
focus our efforts on them! They are still relatively fresh!
There you go, so let's go wipe out the rest of the peasants. Let's go do that. But anyway, I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been Ancestors' Legacy, Saladin's Conquest, an expansion for our Ancestors' Legacy. Recommended if you've bought the game. Obviously, if you haven't bought the game, you'd have to make a decision yourself that way. Uh-oh. Anyway, chows for nows, people. Bye-bye.